Whether they're manipulative, catty, pure evil, or all of the above.
I'm sexy, I'm cute, I'm popular to boot.
These are the ladies you love to hate. Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 mean girls in movies.
Look who just flew in from the slums of Beverly Hills.
For this list, we're focusing on those particularly nasty female movie characters who use any tactic necessary to climb to the top of the food chain. Fair warning, there are some spoilers ahead.
Oh, God, please stop. And you really
Number 10, Lena Thomas, The Princess Diaries.
Look who's trying to fit in now.
We've seen this trope before many times, but it's still just as maddening. The cheerleader picking on the geek. In this case, Lena's the popular one, and Mia Thermopolis is the frizzy-haired, bespectacled, unpopular one. But what Lena and everyone else at school don't know is that Mia is actually a princess. And when the public finds out, the Genovian royal becomes a media darling.
Would you consider you and the princess best friends?
I would definitely say that. I mean, we do everything together. We shop together, we get our hair done together, we even finish each other's sentences.
But does this mean girl back down? No, Lena only wants to humiliate her more by setting a trap for her with the paparazzi.
Hey, now!
Princess!
And while the half-naked tabloid pictures of Mia are so embarrassing she considers giving up her title, Mia musters up enough courage to give Lena her just desserts. Literally.
That is such a cute cheerleading outfit. It's so clean cut. I bet it goes with anything.
Of course it does!
Number 9, Taylor Vaughn, She's All That.
You didn't think you became popular for real, did you? Oh, you did. That's so sweet.
In the interest of increasing her own popularity profile, this queen bee leaves her boyfriend Zach for a sleazy reality star. Her actions lead the heartbroken Zach to bet his friends that he can transform the nerdy Lainey Boggs into the prom queen.
Lainey Boggs, get your cute butt down here!
Well, that makes Taylor jealous with the capital J, especially when Lainey ends up winning Zach's heart and competing against her for the crown.
Oopsie. You really should be more careful with silk.
While all her scheming does briefly tear Lainey and Zach apart and wins her the title she so desired, ultimately, this mean girl is exposed for who she really is.
As for the rest of you, okay, what were you thinking?
She may have gotten the crown, but Lainey got the king.
Can I have the last dance?
No. You can have the first.
Number 8, Lucy Tom Tom Wyman, 13 going on 30.
Hey, Jenna. Hi, Beaver. How's everything at the dam?
She starts off as a bully, mean girl, and clique leader. And Lucy never grows out of her mean streak.
Keep that blindfold on. And just so you know, Chris loves going for second base.
In 1987, she pranks the sweet and naive Jenna Rink at her birthday party.
Let's go. I think I get my brother to buy us some beer.
This sets off a chain of magical events that lead Jenna into the future as a successful magazine editor.
Calm down, okay? We have a meeting in 10 minutes, okay? I'm gonna tell you what to do. Repeat after me.
Somewhat shockingly, the girls are best friends and co-workers. And Jenna's become as mean as Tom Tom just by association.
The hottest magazine editor in the world.
Second hottest.
Tied for first?
Deal.
But turns out, Lucy's still up to her old tricks, willing to betray her friend just to climb the corporate ladder.
I'm getting so sick of having her around with this crazy new act that she has going on. You know she stole Charlotte's idea, right?
Lucy is proof that you may encounter mean girls anywhere, even at the office.
Old habits die hard, you know.
Number 7, Tracy Flick, Election.
Tracy Flick. Tracy Flick. I'd seen a lot of ambitious students come and go over the years, but Tracy Flick, she was a special case.
Every school has its overachievers, but how far will they go to get what they want? Reese Witherspoon plays a smart but arrogant Tracy who will stop at nothing to become student body president.
You just woke up this morning and suddenly decided to run for president?
Her teacher Jim wants her to lose, partly because he's upset that her affair with his best friend cost him his job and family, and partly because he just finds her annoying.
Now, I think the lesson here is that old or young, we all make mistakes. And we have to learn that our actions, all of them, can carry serious consequences.
I don't know what you're referring to, but maybe if certain older, wiser people hadn't acted like such little babies and gotten so mushy, then everything would be okay.
Tracy's not your typical movie mean girl because she's not the leader of a specific group of friends. But there's no doubt that her actions are self-serving and mean to all involved.
Dear Lord Jesus, I do not often speak with you and ask for things, but now I really must insist that you help me win the election tomorrow, because I deserve it and Paul Metzler doesn't, as you well know.
And unfortunately, despite Jim's best efforts, Tracy Flick is also proof that mean girls can finish first.
I'll never know if she saw me. Probably not. But in that moment, all the bad memories, all the things I'd ever wanted to say to her, it all came flooding back.
Number 6, Courtney Shane, Jawbreaker.
Okay, reality check. Liz is in the trunk of this car, and she is dead.
Queen Bee Courtney is the most popular girl at Reagan High School, as well as the leader of the Flawless Four, and she wants to keep it that way.
Courtney ruled with terror, but Liz ruled with kindness. She was like the Princess Di of Reagan High, and that pissed Courtney off. Liz Burr was just, well, she was perfect.
When a prank she plays on her friend Liz goes south and ends in Liz's death, Courtney goes to great lengths to cover it up. And if that means sullying the innocent and kind-hearted Liz's reputation, so be it. Actually, even better.
Wait a minute. What? Rape. They'll check to see if she was raped, right?
So what if she has to call her dead friend a promiscuous alcoholic, corrupt others to keep them quiet, and blackmail her friends? Remorse is for ugly girls.
I killed Liz. I killed the teen dream. Deal with it.
This is high school after all, and nothing's more important than your reputation.
I taught you to disrespect us. You taught me to rule. That's right. Rule, bitch. But don't forget who made you.
Number 5, Nancy Downs, The Craft.
How do you enter?
With perfect love and perfect trust.
This teen's not just a mean girl, she's a real witch. Nancy comes from a broken home, which clearly affects her relationships and views on life. However, as head of a coven, she proves to be more than a little volatile and power-hungry, casting spells with little regard for human life.
Oh, he's sorry, 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 Mama!
Once she convinces her friends to partake in a ritual called the Invocation of the Spirit, the full extent of her wickedness is revealed.
All right. Enough screwing around. Let's call the corners, shall we?
Lives are ruined, bodies pile up, and the consequences become increasingly negative. And Nancy's at the center of it all.
You know, in the old days, if a witch betrayed her coven, they would kill her.
Using physical and emotional torment to defeat those who go against her. This is one mean girl that can only be stopped by magic.
This is a gift. These are my gifts.
Number 4, Christine Chris Hargensen, Carrie.
I can't get away with this. I'm gonna get her.
An infamous movie mean girl, Chris teases the shy but powerful Carrie when she gets her first period. Talk about rough. But at least she doesn't get off scot-free. The compassionate gym teacher ends up punishing Chris and the rest of the class for what they did to Carrie, eventually suspending the mean girl from school and preventing her from going to prom.
Now, my idea for this little trick you pulled was 3 days suspension and refusal of your prom tickets.
Well, as we've learned, mean girls sure do like them some retribution. So Chris enlists her boyfriend to help her exact revenge on Carrie in one of the most classic horror film scenes ever. And while Chris isn't there to see the result of her cruel prank, she's still in the thoughts of her former target.
This isn't over by a long shot!
Number 3, Heather Chandler, Heathers.
You wanted to be a member of the most powerful clique in school. If I wasn't already the head of it, I'd want the same thing.
This croquet-loving clique leader is as hated as she is popular, and she's very popular. And although she only appears in a few scenes, she definitely makes her mark.
Transfer to Washington. Transfer to Jefferson. No one at Westerberg's gonna let you play their reindeer games.
Abusive both verbally and mentally, Heather Chandler rules her group with an iron fist. So when Veronica decides she wants out of the Heathers, it's not as easy as saying, "See ya."
Do I look like Mother Teresa?
In fact, Queen Heather is the kind of person who'd try to ruin your reputation for just such a thing.
You blow it tonight, girl, and it's keggers with kids all next year.
So as you can imagine, that inspires such hatred that Veronica decides to bring her down by any means necessary, even if it means killing her. But dead or alive, this mean girl will haunt your dreams.
God, Veronica, my afterlife is so boring. If I have to sing Kumbaya one more time.
Number 2, Katherine Murtoy, Cruel Intentions.
Everybody loves me, and I intend to keep it that way.
This evil socialite proves that money can't buy you class, or a conscience. Katherine is addicted to coke and has an intense flirtation going on with her stepbrother Sebastian, and that's putting it mildly.
She's really getting to you, isn't she?
If you must know, yes.
In an effort to put her manipulation skills to good use, she bets Sebastian that he can't seduce the innocent Annette, who is a virgin. If she wins, she gets his Jaguar. If he wins, he gets to sleep with Katherine. But although Miss Murtoy thinks she's pulling the strings in this scenario, genuine emotions get in the way, and ultimately, her actions backfire, and everyone gets to see Katherine for who she really is.
Don't you people have any respect?
Oh, and she does not get the Jag.
I hate it when things don't go my way.
Before we get to her number 1 movie, Mean Girl, here are some dishonorable mentions.
Listen, I'm not the one that you have to answer to for your depraved behavior. There's a higher power that will judge you for your indecency.
I knew it! You are a loser! You ruined everything! You so do not deserve to be prom queen!
If I feel you've changed, I'll tell you. I'm honest. Unlike some people, I tell it like it is.
And by the way, there's a name for you ladies, but it isn't used in high society, outside of a kennel. So long, ladies.
Seniors, we tried. We gave you all a chance, but since you little prick teases can't follow instructions, we're just gonna have to try something else, won't we?
Aren't you a little fat for the show?
That's enough, Amber.
I would imagine that many of the home viewers are also pleasantly plump or chunky.
Oh, come on. The show's not filmed in CinemaScope.
Number 1, Regina George, Mean Girls.
Regina George. How do I even begin to explain Regina George?
Her name literally means queen. Could the crown for Mean Girl go to anyone else?
You're like really pretty.
Thank you.
So you agree?
What?
You think you're really pretty?
The popular Regina George is both envied and feared by her classmates.
One time, she punched me in the face. It was awesome.
She isn't above mistreating new girl Katie Heron, her best friends, and even her own mom, as long as it benefits her rep.
I'm a cool mom. Right, Regina?
Please stop talking.
But before long, Katie's queen bee, and when the former leader of the Plastics fall prey to mean girl tactics herself, she unleashes chaos on the entire school by flooding it with the secrets that the Plastics spent years collecting.
Do not trust her. She is a fugly slut.
A brush with death finally changes her wicked ways. But even so, Regina George is not only synonymous with the term mean girl, she is also a queen bee icon.
You can take that fake apology and shove it right up your hairy...
Do you agree with our list? Who's your queen of mean?
Oh, really? Well, then I'm sure you wouldn't mind giving us a detailed account of exactly how you concocted this miracle glue, would you?
For nicer top 10s published daily, be sure to subscribe to MsMojo.
I'm gonna make the next year of your life a living hell.